Oh, hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Flora Garden Escape. Happy to have you guys here. Didn't realize you guys were here. So today on our new adventure, it is hot, it's muggy, we're expecting some rain, slight chance, not 100% sure. But here in our Florida, as I like to say, our Florida weather is very undecisive. One minute it can rain, next minute it can sunshine, next minute it can rain and sunshine all together. So it's very indecisive. So y'all are probably wondering why I have these landscaping pins in my hand. Y'all are like, Selena, what you gonna do with those? You gonna poke somebody's eye out or something? I promise, I'm not poking nobody's eye out. But what we are gonna be doing with these is we're gonna be using this on our new and improved watermelon area, as our watermelons are really ready to go out. So let's take our pins and let's head out to the big garden. So here we are at our big garden area. Now, as you guys can see, there is a bit of a tarp here behind me. And this is actually where our watermelon is going to be growing across. I'm going to give you a quick preview of what this is going to look like and how I expect the watermelon to kind of grow across this tarp. And there's going to be a few things on why we want the watermelon to grow across the tarp. First things first is that we do have mulch in our garden, which helps hold in the moisture into the ground, helps keep our soil nice and wet. Another thing with our watermelons, with mulch and with it being close to the ground, is bugs love to get to the watermelon as it is closer to the ground. With our watermelon being on this tarp, it is going to pretty much lower the chances of pests and that getting to our watermelon. Another thing that we will need to be doing is we'll need to rotate our watermelon around so that way our watermelon doesn't get a flat, soft spot on one side. So we're going to go ahead and check out everything that we're going to be doing, and we're going to go through and stake this guy down. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so as you guys can see, our watermelon has been out for about 2 weeks, getting really hardied up and used to the area out here. So what we're going to be doing, as you can see, this tarp is very big, so the watermelon's going to have plenty of space. Now, there was a debate between whether we should put holes inside the tarp and then put the watermelon inside each spot of the tarp. Or what we could do is put that watermelon outside the tarp and then allow it to grow onto the tarp. Leave down in the comment, guys, what you think we should do. Should we plant it around the tarp or should we plant it in the tarp? What is your guys' thoughts on that? But what we're going to go ahead and do now, because we're not going to be planting watermelon in today, because we are still in the middle of the day and it is still really hot. So it's not time to transplant. If we do transplant these, it's going to be early in the morning or later in the afternoon. So that way it's not so hot. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you guys how we're going to go about putting stakes in this tarp. Alright, now guys, as you guys can see, this is landscape pins. There's a 20 pack. You can get these online. You can get them at your local hardware store. Look in your garden section. These I actually got for $4.99 at our local hardware store. And what I'm going to do is in some sections of this tarp, there is holes where the tarp is, and I'm gonna just use that hole to put this pin in, and then I'm gonna push the pin down into the ground to kind of hold it there. Now what I'm gonna go ahead and do is show you guys how we're gonna go about getting these pins in without there even being a hole, because every few sections we're gonna need to pin this tarp down. Alright, so I'm gonna just show you guys a quick example. As you guys can see, these have really sharp points, so I was able to actually just stab this through. So we're just gonna then go through, and kind of hard to work around this mulch here, and push it down. And we're gonna do that every few inches or so. So I'm gonna go ahead and prop you guys up, and we're gonna go ahead and get this done. Alright guys, so now that we have everything staked down, now it's just up for the debate whether we should plant these watermelons on the tarp or on the outside of the tarp. Like I said, guys, go ahead and leave down in the comments below what you guys think we should do. And until next time, my Florida Garden Escape channel, for when it's time for us to transplant these watermelons behind me, deuces.